Yo, welcome to my channel, Ward Draws a Lot. Obviously, I'm Ward, and my chair creaks a lot. Anyway, so this week I wanted to come back to the 500 Drawing Prompt OC Edition series. Yay! Except not yay, because I've been in a total art block, and I can't think of anything good to draw. So, we're coming back to here to force my brain to work. So, let's get started. Okay, so what I've noticed about myself is, if I'm in an art rut, or art block, or whatever you want to call it. I even hate the word art block, but whatever. So whenever I'm in that state, I do a random prompt in order to get my brain going, because sometimes the issue is I'm just thinking too hard, and when I think too hard, I henceforth don't get to draw because my brain is on 100% max capacity of what do I draw instead of 100% max capacity of hey, I should draw this and let me draw it and actually have fun. So for example, this already gave me the prompt of sandcastle. So I don't have to think any further except what do I do with the sandcastle? Is someone in it? Is someone around it? Is it destroyed? Is it a mega sandcastle and people are tiny, whatever? There's a whole bunch of different options that I could do because the prompt is already there for me. In the end, I settled on a kid who ended up making his own sandcastle and he's sitting behind it. And he's got a little crown on his head like he's kind of king of the castle. Admittedly, I've never made a sandcastle in my life, nor have I been to the beach in my existence, which I'm totally fine with. I really don't think it's anything more but sand and water. But besides that point, I did have to Google up some sandcastles, and all the time I was thinking they were super complex, but they're kind of not. They're just literally stuffed into the little bucket, the sand bucket, and then just stacked on top of each other, which is I should have expected that because it's kind of like kids usually make sandcastles and they're not that complicated. So I tried to keep it as simple but interesting looking as possible. So yeah. I just want to note that I don't draw kids ever. I think I've only done it a few times in my entire existence of drawing. So I made sure that when I was drawing this little character that he had things that usually little kids you would see common in them, like rounder faces, bigger eyes, especially because their head is kind of on the smaller side usually, so their eyes just naturally look larger. The body wasn't too built to anything like that. It was just a normal sized body. The hair was a little messy and unkempt because obviously he's at the beach and he's probably been in and out of the water and just having fun, so I tried not to make it too prim and proper. And I wanted to keep the color scheme kind of brownish and goldish because that's just what my brain would figure a beach is kind of along the lines of, which I'm probably thinking of a fantasy beach because real beaches are probably super dirty because people don't take care of them, and I wish they did. That would be really nice. So that's why I used brown liner. I like how all that kind of just circled back around to that. But yeah, that's why I used brown liner, to give it a nice soft look and to kind of match the theme of goldish, brownish, and orangey colors. I don't know why I couldn't find the word. Admittedly, coloring this was actually my favorite part, which usually it is, but this time I really enjoyed it, and I think it's because I haven't drawn for maybe an entire week or so. So, I don't know, I've just been out of it again because the whole art block thing, and I'm still not feeling 100% well. So when I'm drawing, my heads are still my heads. See, there you go. That's a perfect example of what I'm saying. I'm talking about right here. That's it. Yeah. So besides that point, I actually hated this drawing when I was drawing it. The whole time I was pooping on myself real hard. I was wow, this looks like absolute dog doo doo, and I don't know why I'm drawing it. I don't know why I draw. And then I was just completely bashing on myself. But now that I've taken a day or two to look back on it as it's being filmed over right now, or not filmed over, voiceover, whatever. I actually kind of like it. I kind of appreciate that he's he'd made this castle and it looks so cool, and that he's the king of his own castle. I feel like he's pretty happy with his accomplishment of being able to do something, and he worked really hard at it. And then I was like, huh, I kind of work hard at my stuff too. I should appreciate it, my stuff more too, and have a little bit more hope for my own drawings, which is weird because you wouldn't think something like that would come out of drawing something that was randomly selected through just the word like sandcastle, but that's kind of what happened. And overall, I do kind of enjoy him, and I think he's like a little ball of sunshine. It's pretty nice. And yeah, personally, this actually got me out of my art block. After that, I started to draw different things in my sketchbook and on my iPad in Procreate. So overall, I'm glad I had this prompt, and I'm glad I drew what I drew, even though I thought it was poopy at that time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and remember, I love you. Bye.